And welcome back. An organization called Black Forum South Africa says it has opened a theft case against police officers who allegedly drank the alcohol that they had confiscated from a nightclub in Sedibeng District in Gauteng. The organization's CEO, Advocate Kgagudi Morota, visited the family of the woman who owns the nightclub. This follows what the family members describe as the inhumane treatment that they suffered at the hands of the police. They say last month police raided the nightclub, allegedly without a warrant. Morota says the case has been handed to the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, that is IPID. For more on the story, now speak to Advocate Morota. Advocate Morota, thank you so much for making time for us. So the confirmation, of course, from the police yesterday is that the case has been opened. It has now been transferred to IPID. But let's take a few steps back. What happened on that particular night?
Yes, good day, Andre, and the viewers at home. On the night of the 24th of November 2023, the police officials from Sharpeville Police Station, accompanied by these crime prevention wardens known as Bapanya, went to the liquor outlet owned by Mama Puleng to demand, liquor license from her, and upon showing them or presenting them with the liquor license, they stated that they suspect that her liquor license is not authentic, and based on that, they decided to confiscate or take all the alcohol at the liquor establishment. And that was a Thursday, a night before the owner of the nightclub was about to host a very big event, which would be on Friday, and then they took that alcohol. But in that process, they also, members of the community who are the customers at that establishment, tried to intervene and say, but what you are doing is wrong. So they had to take one of them, beat him up, put him in cells, undress him naked, assault him in front of other female police officials. And then, since he was arrested on Thursday until he was released on Monday morning. So this is exactly what happened. But what we found appalling is that the following day, when the owner went to, who is a woman, when she went to the police station to demand her alcohol, they refused until Gauteng Liquor Board intervened and told them that that which they are doing now is becoming a criminal act, because the licenses, the liquor licenses the owner has are authentic, and it is only Gauteng Liquor Board which could verify its authenticity, not the police officials. And it was that after that intervention that the police decided to give her back her alcohol. But when they brought them back, all the expensive alcohol was not there. Only brown bottles were given to her, but she stated that there were a lot of empty bottles, showing that the alcohol has been consumed from that bottles, and she took those bottles as an evidence should we take this case to court. But the one police official in that police station stated that most of that alcohol has been shared amongst the police officials, meaning his colleagues, and then another alcohol was consumed, or they drank it after the year-end function which the Sharpeville Police Station had on the Friday of the 25th of November 2023.
Yeah. Was there any admission from the police officers that they actually consumed that alcohol after it was confiscated?
No, there was no admission on their side because they were in hiding. They never came before us to talk to them. But Station Commander also stated that he does not know what happened to that alcohol because he was not there when it was confiscated. When it was confiscated, there were no records. They never recorded the alcohol that they were confiscating. But second to that, we rely on the internal information from members of SABC within the same police station. saying that we saw your alcohol in offices, we saw our colleagues sharing your alcohol, but some of it was consumed. It does not come from us. It does not come from the owner of the establishment. It comes from the police officials within the same police station.
Yeah. Just in conclusion, Advocate, is this the first time that you've heard of incidents of this nature where police confiscate alcohol from outlets that sell liquor, and then later on you find that once the alcohol is supposed to be brought back, it is not in the same number or quantity as when it was taken and confiscated?
Before I answer that, I think it is important to state that when we check on the CCTV footages at the establishment, we see female police officials carrying some expensive alcohol, dancing in celebration to that alcohol, that they're in possession of expensive alcohol, which is quite apparent that they were celebrating for, that they are going to drink it or they are taking it for themselves from the establishment. On the question, yes, look, such acts of police visiting liquor outlets, confiscating their alcohol is quite prevalent in our townships because most of the owners of these taverns and pubs are vulnerable people. Like Mama Puleng is just a widow who is trying a living through a tavern. She was saying now it's December, it means it will take her about 6 months to recover that which she has lost through alcohol. So police are maximizing, they're getting money. They take, more cases that we're dealing with is that police are taking them, the alcohol, sell it elsewhere so that they could generate some money out of it. So after this case, we have more than 10 more other cases. Wow. Or 10 more other owners of the liquor outlets who have approached Black Forum South Africa for intervention.
Okay, thank you so much. Certainly a story that we need to pick up on again. That is Advocate Morota, who is the chairperson of the Black Forum South Africa. I wonder if you've had any experience with regards to that when it comes to alcohol being sold, and then you have the police who would then come and then confiscate the alcohol and then argue that you don't have the necessary permits to be selling that alcohol, and later on the alcohol then disappears. If you've had any experience with regards to that, and as you heard what Advocate Morota has just said now, is that you have 10 other cases that have been brought forward to the Black Forum South Africa with regards to police doing exactly this. Have you had any experience when it comes to this? You can drop me an X at the agenda _SABC. That is at the agenda _SABC.